you mentioned a little bit of the strengths of social media.
Yeah.
Strengths and weaknesses that you've sort of seen, or the downsides and the pluses of social media.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a good topic. There's a lot of downsides. I've spoken quite a lot about the sort of upside. It gets the girls out there. They can do their partnerships. They can earn money off of it. Even in terms of like socializing, I'm sure people have met great people on Instagram and stuff like that. And as well, bringing people together like that would never, you can DM someone on Instagram, that might be quite sort of like high up or like a celebrity or something. Like, how would you find them in real life? Is your email going to get through? Times like that, Instagram's been great. I think downsides, we've like even had, I think the year before last, we had a couple of the girls. There was this guy that was going around and like, I think he was like setting up fake accounts and pretending to be the girls' friends. And then I don't know if he was trying to meet them or like blackmailing them, but it was really bad. And I think he got quite a lot of prison time for it. And it was in the press and stuff. And it was one of my good friends that she was involved with it as well. And I know it really sort of ruined her because he was sort of ruined her life for a little while. It was quite sort of like she was scared to go out and things like that. So I know there's definitely a sort of nastier side, but like I said, they've done a lot of press and stuff on it. So I think just creating awareness and just making sure you do your due diligence with people. And my first thing, if anyone contacts me on Instagram about anything, I'm like, yeah, pop me over an email. Because that sort of soon deters someone if they're not a real person. Yeah. And then if they do, you pop or company's house nowadays, absolutely everything. You can't sort of hide these days. So, or you're just asking people, can I have some references? Who have you worked with? Stuff like that. But yeah, and then I think also the pressures of social media, everyone, it sort of feels pressured to live this like perfect life and getting all these likes. And I've seen people get really disheartened by Instagram and really sort of, especially like, people be like, oh, the algorithm's changed now. It's not like it was before. I used to be able to get this, and now I don't get this. And so I think it's definitely something that people have to be careful with and to make sure that I always try not to sound horrible, but because even from myself, think about why you're on social media. What is it about? Why are you doing that? Because you can get quite an unhealthy relationship with it. Are you just posting pictures all day long for the sake of it, for sort of to gain gratification from others? Because if that's the case, that's not healthy. You're never going to sort of be happy doing that. It's because it's a competitive world, and stuff like that. And I think so long as you're not using Instagram for things like that, because I think it can be easy to, especially when we've got, like the Kardashians, people like that living this perfect, amazing lifestyle that everyone wants to try and keep up with. Yeah. Girls will literally go broke to get a bag or to go out somewhere and to.
Have you ever fallen into that trap?
I'll be honest. I say when I first started modelling, it was like the pressures. And it was more like get sucked into that world, if you know what I mean. Like, and then I'd done sort of a bit of reality TV. So I'd done Celebs Go Date in the Mansion. Great experience, brilliant, but it sort of opens you up to like that type of world. And you've just got to be quite strong in yourself and know what you're. With me, I've always used social media as a tool, rather it sort of like use me or take anything from me, if you know what I mean. So I think, especially when the girls are young as well, it's good to have someone sort of showing them and making sure. And my one thing as well is just like, make sure you're earning money, because it's like, you can do all these things, take all these pictures and great, and I look really cool and everyone thinks I'm really cool and that's fab. And then you've got no money at the end of the day, or, you've spent all week trying to impress people on the gram.